Levi, this has just been an incredible day of coyote hunting. Now, the average coyote hunter, they're out in the winter,
Yeah.
freezing their butt off, and, they're making some money on fur, but really, summer dogging is the way to go, the way I see it. So what's the main difference? Why does this dogging work so good in the summer?
Well, the reason it works in the spring and summer is because they're real territorial right now. They're just they have a place they have kind of laid their claim to. They're going to feed their young, and they don't want nobody else in it. They don't want to be bugged. So that's where the dogs come in. That's a decoy dog, and then you come in and you call, and they'll come right into them because they don't want anybody else in here. They don't want other dogs or coyotes in their area eating on the stuff they're going to feed their young with. So, and the difference between spring and summer, they'll come into the dogs, but winter they don't, because it's merely just a survival. They want to survive in the winter. They're not wanting to waste energy on fighting or running. They just want to survive. So it don't work in the winter with the dogs, but this time of year, I say June to August it's fabulous, as you've seen today.
I think fabulous is not even a good adjective. It's just off the charts.
Yeah,
Nuts.
it is off. And I mean, today was off the charts. It was one of those days that, Cole had a heck of a day, and it was fun and exciting, and that's what we want to do,
All right.
Yeah.
So how did this whole dogging with Levi thing start? How'd you get involved with decoy dogs and coyotes?
I actually watched a videotape that Don Laubach from Elk Inc.
Oh, yeah.
He's in Gardner, Montana. Guy, he did one way back in the 80s or early 90s, and I watched it, and I love hunting coyotes. Well, this just gives me another 3 months to hunt them. So I got a dog from Destry Harris, and the rest has been history. I mean, I've got 2 dogs, got a third one that's really coming along good, and I just enjoy it. Plus, it helps the ranchers, the farmers, sheep, cattle, helps the sportsmen, wildlife. We probably just today, the probably the 5 we've killed, have saved I don't know how many antelope fawns, deer fawns, maybe elk calves. So that's another reason why we do it too, is just for agriculture and the wildlife aspect of it.
And I've seen today, at least in this country, there's an abundance of coyotes. We're seeing.
Yeah.
I mean, have we pulled out? We've only went out of one setup where we was dead. And we heard them beyond, but so there's plenty of coyotes doing a good favor to the ranchers and to wildlife, to sportsmen,
and birds too. The sharp tail and the sage grouse is kind of going on the downhill slide, so it helps them, and huns. It just helps everything getting these dogs out of here this time of year, the coyotes.
No, and I think that's a good justification, because you're going to see some people say, well, you shouldn't be shooting them when there's not a fur value.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's a dollar value on wildlife and livestock that you can't hardly even tally up.
That's just it. And I get some people that are kind of hating on me because I am shooting them this time of year. But I'm from eastern Montana, and this is ag country. All my family's ag, so I'm just doing a part to try to help them, and that's why I do it.
Well, we're glad to be helping out too.
Yeah, you guys are helping out too. Yeah, it's been good. Yeah, no, it's fun, and so but I mean, it does. It actually helps. It's helping everything, And the thing is, we're killing such a small percentage of them. It's not like we're wiping out, the coyote, But
how many on that last setup? We killed 3.
Yeah.
And there were still how many standing in the
3 or 4.
backdrop?
Yeah. So I mean, we're not, coming in, but I mean, just the few that we are doing. And then I go kind of ranch specific. Ranchers come and they say, hey, we had troubles calving, or I'll go with sheep guys, and so we go to ranch specific and we hunt them, and and then wildlife guys, that's either an outfitter or someone this, has the place leased, they'll have me come and say, you need to come in and thin some coyotes out. But, there's always going to be coyotes. There's always going to be coyotes and cockroaches, You're never going to get rid of them. So we're just trying to do our part to keep them in check.
So one of the things I've noticed hunting with you is the fact that your calling cadence, the calls you use, the sounds you use, it's really not that much different than what I do in the winter and what other predator hunters use.
Yeah, I don't really change up a lot. I think it's more you have to know where coyotes live and scout. I think that's what I do most. I think that's where why, every chance we go, we are in an area where there's coyotes. But like I always lone howl, and basically what that's saying is it's saying, hey, I'm in the area, anybody here? Or, hey, I'm gonna howl and see if anybody has actually laid claim to this area.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll go into the lunch box, I go into a rabbit distress or something, and what that's telling the coyotes, if they are in the area, they'll say, wait a minute, he's kind of in my fridge at the house, and that's kind of making me mad. But sometimes you'll get coyotes that you know, that doesn't make them so mad. They'll just kind of come up on a ridge and like, well, that's okay. You know, I can share some food or whatever. You know, they don't get mad. But the third one is the pup distress, or, you know, or a hurt coyote. Then you're getting into their family. It'd be like someone hurting one of your kids or hurting your brother or whatever. Then that instinct kinks in, and that's the last call I always use. And that'll most of the time draw them right in.
And you could see when you switch that, you just see it in their face and their attitude, everything.
They're mad. Yeah, they're like, wait a minute, I've been nice enough to let you in here, but now you're hurting one of mine. I'm coming in to wreck shop, you know. So that's the call sequence I use. I don't get too crazy with it. I kind of do the same thing all the time, you know. But my main thing is you have to go where there's coyotes. Right. I don't care what call you're using. I mean, yeah, there's world champion callers that probably would do something more that I'm doing, but I'm killing coyotes and it's working, and so I'm gonna stick with it. You know, I'm not gonna change it. If it's not broke, don't fix it. You know, so.
I agree.
Yeah.
Summertime or wintertime, the cadence works.
Yeah.
In the summertime, add the canine into it, and
yeah.
you probably wouldn't. You know, the average guy wouldn't even have to if he doesn't want to put his Shih Tzu out there for lunch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But that cadence could still work.
It's gonna work. They're still gonna come in. You know, all we're doing, or what I'm doing, I'm just adding a decoy to the.
You're just adding a teaser.
A teaser, and my dogs are trained. They've been doing this a long time, and they know the drill, and they're good. And so it's fun to do it that way. Plus, it's just another tool, you know. And because if you think about it, coyote's probably one of the smartest animals on the planet, you know. So it's tough to fool them, and add a dog to it, or a decoy dog. It helps a lot.
So if you're tired of the beach and the barbecue, I can guarantee you that summertime coyote calling, it is a ride.
It is, yep.
Thanks again, man.
You bet. Thank you, man.
All right.